Hi gals, this is Steph from Stephs Sassy Scrappers, and this is our Thursday night Zoom, no Zoom. I am going to be busy this Thursday night going to my grandson's event, and so I wanted to make sure and go and support him, but I also wanted to support you guys, and we didn't have a Zoom last week because I was sick, so I thought what I'd do is just kind of do the page layout, which usually what I do anyway, because most of the time you guys don't make it along with me. Some of you do, but so anyway, rather than miss out completely, we're going to do it this way, and I'm just going to record it and post it, and then you can watch it whenever it works for you guys. So I'm going to start off today with 2 pieces of the soft pink cardstock, and this is a piece from the collection last year from the Valentine's collection excuse me, that I am going to use. And then I also have some stickers here, and so I am going to start by just cutting some lines. If you want a quick and easy page, just cut some different varied strips and put them on your page. Quick, easy. You can vary it how they look. You can vary the sides of it. And it just is really quick and easy. So I'm going to start off. Got a little shadow here because the sun is shining. It's so wonderful. But I'm going to cut it 1 inch. Line it up here. I got something on my cutter. So 1 inch. And another 1 inch. And I always like to, if it's a small cut, inch and a half, I like to use this side because I have more of the trimmer here to support the rest of my paper, which keeps it from kind of bending down sometimes and not getting a straight cut. Okay, and then I should have a 10-inch piece left, so I'm going to bring out my leg or my arm, or whatever. Yep, 10-inch. So I'm going to cut this in half at 5. Lined up good and cut. That's all I need the trimmer for right now anyway. We're going to need a little bit later. So I am going to stick these embellishments over there, and I'm going to put my cardstock down. And now I have to decide kind of how I want my strips to go. Of course, if you had directional paper, you'd want to watch that before you cut it as well. Gonna do like that. Okay, so I've used both sides of the small strips and both sides of the big strips. Excuse my cough. Like I said, I was sick last week and still got that little nagging cough. So, and then I have my pictures here somewhere. I buried them. Ugh. Like I said, this is from last year. So I got crazy kids just being crazy here. This is for Bree's book. I'll put this one down here, this one up here. Kind of like that. These are going to go over that a little bit. Yeah. Okay, kind of like that. Then I am going to bring my trimmer back out, and I'm going to cut 3 by 3 squares. There's 3 inches. And I'm gonna put those right along there. And I'm gonna put some embellishments in there. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting some things down, and look what I have. I'm gonna try it. I think I can do this. I haven't decided yet. I'm a big repo girl, so it not being in repo yet kind of has me hesitating here, but we're gonna give it a shot. I think my cardstock is that variance that they always talk about. It's a little bit longer so I can trim it off if I need to. I'm just gonna line that one right up against that one, and I'm gonna keep it down to the bottom because I did have a little extra up here on top. Hopefully you can see that on the last one. So if I need to trim it, I want it to trim off on the same end. Just keeping it straight along there. I think using that regular tape runner, I'm more nervous about getting it down straight. It takes me forever. Whereas the repo, you just pick it up and put it down again if it's not right. Yeah, see, it's a little short there too, so paper must just be that 1/16 of an inch variance, which you can have. Now I'm thinking, it's got these cute little, that might be a little much. That'd be a little much along there. I'm thinking maybe I need to just find maybe a heart. Do I have a vertical heart border maker? Let's look through my hearts here. Might be on the... Oh, I do not have a vertical one. Darn. Well, not sure what else. Anybody think of a good one to use? Maybe this one? See if I have some red close and handy. And maybe we'll punch a couple borders. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna get out my border maker system and we'll see how we like this. If you do not have the border maker system, you need it. Most all my girls have it, but it's very, very versatile. Really would have liked to have had some vertical hearts. Okay, so there's one. What do you think? I don't know if it really adds much. Maybe You know what? I've got maybe a better one. It's just a very simple, I use it lots. Can you guess which one I'm talking about? And I only have to punch, here's a hint, I only have to punch it once to get 2 borders out of it. Huh? Did that give it away? Double rickrack. Just that little bit. I think this was just a little much with the pattern. So let's just do a double rickrack and see if we like that better. There we go. Only have to punch once to get 2. Heck of a deal, huh? Pull all these extras away. We can get rid of those. Okay. Now I'm gonna bring this over. Yeah, I think I like that better. Doesn't take away so much, but just gives it a little finality there on the edge. Okay, so I've already got one cut for the other side as well. Now I am going to get out my repo tape for this one. For my border. And watch, I'll probably run out of that today because I ran out of the other one yesterday. I usually keep 2 here, so I have a backup, and I didn't fill the one yesterday, so my luck, I'll run out of this one and won't have a backup. So I'm just gonna cover that little line there so you can't see the edge. There. Yay. Okay. So then back here we go. And then we'll do this side. And once again, I'm going to get it lined up down here at the bottom. And then if we need to remove any, if the cardstock's a little bigger, we can from the top. A little bit. And then I'm going to put the brown down. And line it up again at the bottom, right along that edge. See, I'm faster with the repo, aren't I? Okay, I'm gonna do my other strip here. And I'm just gonna cover that seam. Just like that. Okay. I'm not gonna map these pictures. Sometimes I do, but I'm not going to this time. I think they show up fairly well. And then I'm going to put my 3 little boxes over here. And I think those are pretty plain and dull. Hopefully you can see those. So I'm gonna go over here and grab out of my little drawer some chalk. I have some different chalks over here. You can also use the Creative Memories, which I might have to because I don't see the color I really want. I just want a really light pink. This is called Pink Cheeks. These are powder puffs. I guess it might kind of go with that. Let's just see. And when I was going to Schaumburg all the time, I would always, actually it might be dried out. think it's kind of dried out. They're probably all getting too old. Yeah, it's not working. So anyway, when I was going to Schaumburg all the time, we'd always take classes, and every year you had to have their new colors of chalk when you took the classes for there. And so I have a whole drawer full of chalks, but I just don't use them real frequently. And so they're starting to all dry out now. The sun's starting to shine in more and make more shadows here. I'm going to find just a pink out of my pens. I have a nice pink. Here's a pink. And I think some of you have seen me do this before. I'm just going to find some plastic or a bag that stickers or something come in. And I'm going to use a little brush. I think that makes just a little softer. And I'm going to use my little water bottle. Okay, so I'm going to take my big end and just put a bunch out here. It's pretty bright, isn't it? Hope it's not too bright for my, just squirt a little bit of water on it, just lightly. And then just mix it up with my brush. So I'm going to take the back side of it and do it just a little bit on the back side, just to kind of get the heaviest off. Now I'm going to flip it over and just give it a little on the edges. And this is just to kind of soften up those edges a little bit. I just don't like just a plain white there because I'm not going to have a picture on this. I'm just going to have some embellishing. A little bit lighter pink might have been a little bit better color, but I just don't, not sure if I have that. My goodness. And just a little softer pink, or maybe it would be better to go with a red, a little bit more red, and try to pull up that red color. I should have messed with this more before, shouldn't I? I just thought of it. Let's see what this looks like. It's not much different. Not what I'm looking for, girls. Not what I'm looking for. So let's turn and go a different direction. And that's the whole thing in decorating your pages. If you don't like it, do something different. So I'm going to take these off. They are not working out how I wanted. And I'm going to go with these. It's going to match my border. And we'll cut some 3x3 squares and see how we like those. Actually, this piece of paper came out of my scrap drawer, so I'm using up some scraps. I've been trying to use more of the like splattering and edging and that kind of thing. Some of the gals that I've been watching use it a lot, and it just really is a little bit different look, and I like it. But I didn't like that. today. So now we'll put these on here. And I think I like that better. All right, I'm gonna put my pictures down and then we'll start embellishing. And I'm gonna put these pictures here about a 1/2 inch in, and I'm gonna come down to about the 2-inch mark. Okay, so that's gonna leave me some space up here that I can put some embellishing or something. So I'm gonna do the same down with this one. I'm gonna come about 2 inches up, maybe not quite 2 inches. Actually, it's about 1.5 inches up from the bottom and 1/2 inch in. So it's a little off-centered, but it leaves me a little bit more room up here. And then I can still put some journaling down here if I'd like. Okay, then over here, I'm going to put my center circle or center square in first. Hopefully you can see over here. And I'm going to line that up, kind of center it right to left between my picture and here. And then I'm going to try to get the middle of this about at the 6 inch. Looks pretty close. If I wanted to get my centering, zero centering ruler out, then I could really get precise, couldn't I? So I'm going to bring it down about 1 inch and line it up with the one below it. And then my bottom one, bring it up about 1 inch and line it up with those. There. Okay. So that page is, we just need to embellish. Now we're going to come over to this one, and I'm going to try to line up my pages here. And I obviously can't line this up with this, because you usually try to line things up, but that'd take it off the page. And plus these are vertical and this is horizontal. So I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. And I mean, if I did this, I could maybe get it on there, but it wouldn't be quite right. So I'm going to raise this up so it's a noticeable difference. Line these up on the side. Kind of like that. I want to try to have this space here about the same as that space on that side. Line these up again here. Feel like I'm going crooked. I usually am. I put everything down and then I take a picture of it and then I look at it and I think, oh my gosh, that's crooked. So then I go back and straighten them all up. There we go. All right, so now we have a little embellishing to do. So I'm gonna bring it back out my stickers. So I'm thinking that the X and O's might be cute up here. And maybe a little, maybe I'll pop that up. And now we not only have foam squares, we have foam circles. So I just put a circle right there. Pop that up. And then little heart. something like that. Okay, then over in here, we can just put some of these. Maybe have our chocolatey ones on the top and bottom. Kind of like that. And then we've got room over here. We can do something else with. What do we want to do there? Or leave that and put something down here to kind of make more of a triangle. I'm a sucker for you. Put this other sucker. You guys know me, I always like to have a shape underneath it, a layering shape. I just think it makes it brings it out more. Let's see if I've got anything here that might work. I keep some all made up ahead of time, just something like that. And pop that up. Yeah, I don't know. I may need to go back, since these are pretty red, go back to my little red piece of paper that I had left. I'm gonna use all that red piece of paper up, aren't I? Tuck it under there a little bit. And then maybe something like that. Okay, so I think, sorry the light's just not good in here today. Got lots of shadows. So I usually at night it works better. So I think that's pretty much, I'll do a little journaling down here and then maybe put, you know, obviously that is very crooked. Told you I always take pictures and then I straighten everything up. Put the date, you know, February 2023 down at the bottom there. So I know for sure when it was. And that'll be another 2 pages done. Another thing I'm gonna do, show you before I leave, and I know some of you guys don't like this, but I'm gonna take my brown pen And I'm gonna go around with the fine tip, and I'm gonna go around all these little boxes with just a little squiggly line, just to kind of set it off. And you can even go around it twice if you want to. And I'm also gonna do it on this one over here, just to kind of finalize those boxes up, to give them some, I don't know, just some final stuff. So anyway, this is my page. I think it turned out pretty good. And I'll finish it up, get it all done, and then I'll post it on Stephs Sassy Scrappers or Steph Thompson CM Independent Advisor, so you can see the final thing. And I would love to see what you guys come up with. Remember, just strips with different papers is all this is. Just making it real easy and then adding some embellishments to it, and you've got it done, and it didn't even take us very long. So let me know how yours comes out, and we will see you next Thursday, hopefully live for a Zoom. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Stay sassy.